What's up, guys? I'm extremely excited today because I just got sent my package from Influencer. Now, this is a free thing that they have sent me for my honest review. This is the new fragrance YSL MYSLF that they have sent me. So this is going to be my complete honest opinion, and I'm going to get my first impressions and everything after that. So I'm going to be opening this on camera real quick to get my first impressions of this fragrance. And so yeah, just the box, we'll see. It's nothing fancy. And, oh dang, this is a fingerprint magnet. That's it, a slender bottle. We'll open this, get a little tester strip, and we will test how this fragrance smells. I'm actually extremely excited. Once again, yeah, this was completely free, sent to me by Influencer for my honest review. So we'll spray on the tester strip, okay? The atomizer's, kind of okay. Not the greatest atomizer, but we'll give it a few seconds and smell. And okay, now I've not looked at the notes yet, but from the first thing that I'm picking up, it smells similar to Ralph's Club EDP, and I've pointed out before that that's a lavender fragrance, lavender sweetness. I just made a YouTube short about that, and this is really good. Whoa, lavender sweetness with, oh my god. Okay, I wouldn't say this is a totally unique scent, but it's something in that background is doing it. It's like a fruit or something. They gave me a card. Yeah. Lavender, orange blossom. Orange blossom is not really that common. That is really, really nice. It's nice masculine. You know what? I'm gonna test it on my skin. We'll see. How does this smell on my skin? See if this smells better on paper or what. And on me, yeah, it just smells sweeter. Like the lavender is sweeter, the orange is projecting more. It's woody. It's not too masculine. That's the thing. It's masculine leaning, but dude, this is clearly a fragrance that could be a unisex scent. I like this a lot, man. And I obviously, you guys know I love citrus. So okay, I'm looking at the card. I just keep looking at the card because it shows everything on there, and it's got some pretty good design, so I just keep looking at it. But overall, guys, this right now is a fragrance that I'm definitely gonna have to give a full review. So I've been talking for a bit, so I'll come back after I've given this fragrance a full day wear. So I'll see you guys in that moment. Alright guys, I'm back, and now I'm going to give you guys my full review on YSL MYSLF. Now, first thing I want to point out is that I kept mentioning I was smelling lavender in the beginning, but there's no lavender in the note breakdown. I'll actually put the note breakdown right here on the screen for you guys to read, but this is a white floral, citrus, musky fragrance. The white floral comes from the orange blossom, which smells sweet and slightly citrusy with some hint of lavender-esque kind of notes, but there's also some bergamot in here, which does boost the citrus. And then it has something called amberfix, which is, I guess, just similar to ambroxan because it gives it that musky, slightly metallic kind of smell. This stuff is very sweet on my skin, at least in the opening. It's not like sweet like a spicy oriental fragrance. This is sweet floral fragrance. So you got sweet floral masculine fragrance with some citrus. As it dries down, it does become much more woodier, much muskier, similar to like the dry down of a lot of other blue fragrances. Now, it does not smell like a blue fragrance. It keeps that orange blossom note throughout the entire thing, but it does get lighter, so it becomes lighter in the orange blossom, heavier on the amberfix, and the citrus, the bergamot basically disappears. All the citrus is coming from the orange blossom. In terms of performance of this fragrance, it's not bad. I mean, I got 5 to 6 hours of longevity from the 2 times that I've worn this fragrance. It did surprisingly okay in the hot weather. I'd say it probably decreased its longevity to about 4 to 5 hours. Not as good as when you're like in an AC cooled area. The projection was pretty decent. Like for the first 2 hours, this stuff projects pretty like moderately strong. It's not the strongest projecting fragrance, but it does have some projection there, and that is definitely coming from that ambroxan like DNA in there. Performance though is not the greatest thing. It is, I guess, a more spring, fall, and maybe summer oriented fragrance. It could be worn in the winter, but the performance will probably not hold up so well in those colder months. This is definitely an everyday dumb reach kind of fragrance, and it's just nice to have a floral scent in my collection. I mean, I don't really have anything floral in my collection. That's not my cup of tea. But this fragrance, on a scale of 1 to 10 from like smell, I give it an easy probably 7.5 on the smell. It smells really good. It's not unique. That's the thing. I did mention Ralph Club EDP. Now, Ralph Club EDP and YSL MYSLF, they have that similarity in the opening. The lavender in Ralph Club EDP does smell similar to the orange blossom in here. It's something about them that come off pretty similar, and I hope that I'm not alone on this, but it does smell pretty similar. So if you're looking for what the opening might smell like, I guess you could, if you smelled Ralph Club EDP, it'd smell a little bit similar to that. But as far as the projection for a fresh fragrance, it's kind of mid. I mean, it's like average performance on a fresh fragrance from my experience. So I'm just gonna give it a 6 out of 10 on performance. Nothing special. From the overall like presentation of the bottle. Now this is something that they are advertising. They are refillable bottles, so this top part does screw off for you to be able to refill. It's just something that fragrances are now starting to do. I just think it is pretty neat thing to add to it. I mentioned before the atomizer on this fragrance is a bit odd. I'll show you guys here. It's like narrow and it shoots very far. I prefer it to be more evenly dispersed and not shoot it as far. But atomizer and stuff, that none of that changes the smell or the actual fragrance, so that's not going to affect the overall rating. But price point, I think when I checked, it was like close to $150 as a retail price. I'll have to recheck that again. Currently cannot be found on discounters, I don't think, because it just got released. But if any of that information is found, I'll put it on the screen. Overall, my opinion on this fragrance, I'd probably give this fragrance a 7.5 out of 10. It's fresh. It's not super unique, but it is a bit unique in terms of it having orange blossom as the opening note. Overall, other than that, though, there's nothing unique about this. It smells good. It will be an easy dumb reach fragrance. Should you buy it? Really, just depends on what you're into. I recommend this fragrance for anybody that's looking to get into a floral scent that's not going to be too harsh. You know, rose can be really bad on some people. Jasmine, you know, can be really rough as well. And it's hard to find some floral masculine scents, but I can recommend this to the wide variety of people, and easily anybody could wear it. So that right there is my review of YSL MYSLF. This is a new fragrance, and I hope to see that other people enjoy it, because I would hate for someone to spend the money on this and not enjoy it. But of course, I did get this for free from my honest review, and so it's nice to have something from the house of YSL finally in my collection. So guys, that's the video. I hope that I broke down how this fragrance smells and how it performs pretty well. But if you like the house of YSL and you're like their stuff, this is similar to some of their other stuff. It's much better than the entire Y line, in my opinion. I just can't get jiggy with that. Nah, I sound like an old guy. Let me stop. But the YSL Y line was just not for me. I prefer this over all of them. So if I ever picked a fresh fragrance from them, this would be the one I'd be buying. But that's all I have for you guys in this video. If you enjoyed this video, remember, consider subscribing to the YouTube channel and also leaving a like on this video. I just hit 350 subscribers, so thank you to all of you guys who have actually been pressing that subscribe button. But that's all I have, so I will see you guys in the next one.